PJ from Game Gumbo.
Back in the gumbo pot.
Got Jeremy, and it's PJ, and we just finished playing what?
Creature Caravan.
We're about to play OSTIA. Yep.
Okay, so
would the remora be upset if you tried to drink it? I would probably.
I don't know if I would want to put my mouth on fish. I don't know what kind of liquids in there. So yeah, that's the first player token. So we are going to be, like I said, you're going to be doing a mancala style action selection here, choosing a depot to pick up your corbitas from, right?
Yep.
So for example, I select this, right? I select this depot. I generate however many ships are in here in that resource. So I'm going to generate 2 coins. I'll just grab 2 from the supply, and I'm going to pick these up. I'm going to drop them. 1, 2.
The last.
Now I'm going to, wherever the last place you drop the ship is, you're going to take that action. Now, you don't have to do anything there. Like, you may not be able to afford it, right? So, for example, this is the move action. This movement allows you to move this corbita down one of these paths.
One of the 3 tracks.
Right? Yeah. One of the 3 paths, and the top 2 will branch. Sure. Whenever you get to a certain point, they branch out.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, though, to move, you got to pick an amount of space that you want to move, right? The top is how much space you want to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then spend a number of permits. One movement is always 0 permits, right? So you could literally just move 1 space for no permits. But if you want to move two spaces, you got to spend 2 permits, and it gets more expensive, right?
You got to set that up.
So movement is pretty simple. For each movement space that you've got, you just move your ship to another tiled space, right? So this is a city along the path, right? While you're on a space or past a space, you can build, which is a different action that you can do, and that involves putting one of your lowest discs. So anytime you build either a building or a ship, you're going to pull your lowest one off, paying a cost. And then you're going to put that on the board.
Oh,
now,
the first one's free.
Yeah, the first one for the building is free, right? And then boats cost. Everybody's going to have a starter building. There are 4 spaces. These lighter orange, yellowish spaces are the initial spaces. Each one of us is going to choose one of those as our starter. And that is whenever you take the trade action. So trade action by default,
which one's
that's the far left one right here. So the trade action by default really does nothing in and of itself. Yes. Okay. So it really does nothing in and of itself, but the best thing that trading does is allows you to convert coins into resources, and resources will allow you to build buildings, build ships, or to complete orders.
Got it.
Which orders are twofold, right? They give you amphora, which are worth victory points at the end of the game. Everything is about this rewards track over right here. And every time you get rewards, you're going to be moving up this little track, and it's a multiplier, right? So it's got a little bit of scythe in here, right? The further up you move, the better your rewards points are going to be for each of those different things. Like each of your buildings is going to be worth a number of points. Each of your contest is going to be worth a number of points, and each M4 is going to be worth a number of points, right? So you want to try to get up this as quickly as possible to get up as high as you can on this track. Victory points are ridiculously high. We're talking, I mean, when Jamie and I played, I had 199 and she was almost at 300.
Wow.
So victory points are really high, yeah. So anyway, movement's pretty straightforward. Once you determine how far you want to move, so if I wanted to just move 1, I spend no permits, and then I move 1 space, right? I'm there. Now I'm set up for future turns. Now, you never move backward. You always move forward down a path, right? Anytime you pass by one of these tokens, you'll take it. It's got a lightning bolt on it. You'll gain the resource on it, which is always going to be coins or a step on this
track.
Rewards track, right? And then you're going to hang on to this. It's got an animal on it. These are the wild animals. And then you've got the unicorn here, which is an exotic animal. And those are going to be a set collection at the end of the game, right?
Yeah.
If you land on one of these spaces, you gain the benefit of the space that you end your turn on, not ones that you move over. Only these tokens get picked up when you move over the little dotted line, right? So if I were to get 2 movement, I go 1, nothing, 2, I get to pick this up, and I get the resources that are on there, right? Now, the cool thing about building this action right here, the first one obviously is free, but then you're going to spend 2 bricks, and you're going to build at any city that you have either made it to or passed previously. So being here, I can either build here or I can build here, right? And that is applicable down all the tracks. If I make it all the way to the end, right? Yeah, a building is one of those little tokens. Now, the cool thing about the way this works is that, first of all, you're going to take a token off your board, you're going to place it there. That's going to give you a new, whenever you do trade, I can spend 2 coins to get 3 permits, right? And I can do this up to 4 times. Nice. So I could do 2 coins, 2 coins, 2 coins, 2 coins, and get a total of 12 permits. You just put those 12 permits right here. That's whenever you take the trade action, you can activate any number of your cities that you have a conversion rate on, right? To be able to do something like 1 coin for 1 wood. So 1 to 1 on that, right? That's one way to get stuff. But the other thing that you're going to do whenever you build one of these out, you're going to take one of these little buildings, these little white buildings, and there's these recessed spaces on your board. They're going to beef up the different types of actions, right? So placing here, whenever you complete orders, it costs 1 less. When you place it here, building the ship costs 1 less, right? Putting it here, building buildings costs 1 less. Putting it here, well, this is the starter one. Everybody's going to put that there. But if you put it on these, there's also these connected spaces between them where whenever you generate at least one of that thing, like when you do production, you get 1 more, right? So if you have it here, anytime you do this or this, you're going to generate an extra of that resource type. There is also, blanking on it. There is another space. Maybe that's in the expansion. Yeah, I think that's in the expansion.
Yeah, here are this little connecting.
Yes, yeah. There's a couple of them here. Nice. There is one space. So this one up here in the upper left-hand corner is the administration action. I'll explain that in just a second. This is a one-time benefit. When you build a building there, you get 1 reward point right away. And that's it. It'll never activate again. You don't get more stuff from that. Right. It's just that one time. Now, all of the other ones are pretty self-explanatory. This is move your ponto along the thing. This right here is to build a ship. When you build ships, you're always going to build with both buildings and ships. You're going to build bottom to top. Like now, with the little corbitas, anytime you get one of these, you add it into any depot you'd like, right? Thus, by increasing your efficacy on action selection, right? Because then you can move further, you can produce more, things like that. Whenever you do a ponta, you're going to pick one of the depots that has at least one of your corbitas in it, and you're going to send this corbita, you're going to replace that corbita, and this one goes out here, giving you more movement out there. And anytime you gain ship movement from this particular action, you can split it amongst, but you'll choose, right? I'll choose, I want to move 3 spaces, and I split that 3 amongst all the ships that I have out here. You can't do, this is something we found out while we were playing, is that you can't say, oh, I'm going to move this ship 2 spaces, right, for 2, and then I'm going to move the other ship 1 space for 0.
All the
yeah, you're choosing how much total movement you want, and then you pay all of the stuff and split it however you like between the ships. So that's how the Ponto work, right? That gives you better ships. Now, the Ponto are better because not only do they generate resources, but they double up. So this is worth 2 of whatever resource depot it's in versus just 1. So that increases your efficacy in those areas. And then obviously, like I said, the buildings, you're just going up. Whenever you build a thing that's in this row here, the 4th row,
you get that back.
Either a building or a ship, and a ship.
You have to complete the whole row?
Just you build a ship, you get the reward. You build a building, you get the reward.
Get it again.
Yep. Okay. And then same thing with the very top space here, you get 2 rewards. So you move up twice here. And that's 4 potential points that you can get right there. Yeah, so these 3 are, like I said, pretty self-explanatory. The orders, this one is really, really easy. You're just going to, whenever you action this space, you're going to spend a number of food and maybe other resources.
Oh, so you want to do that one when you have the stuff.
When you have enough
You're
food
not
to
actually
do it.
taking the card. It's your time.
Right. Well, you will, right? So you spend 6 money, or 6 food, sorry. You'll gain an amphora and 3 coins, and then you'll take this card for set collection. Because these little people at the bottom are set collection, right?
Got it.
But you'll take that amphora from the supply and put it down here. You'll notice some of them have a smaller cost and they have a lighter amphora. So you can always pay 5 to gain 1 amphora and 3 coins and then have this set collection. But you could pay 5 and then 2 permits to gain 2 amphora, the 3 coins, and then that. So you can pay more to get more amphora. And that's important because amphora are going to be worth, first of all, a number of victory points, raw victory points at the end of the game based off of how far you've made up here for each one. And then with these here at the end of the game, all of these are in-game things. As you're moving along, our ship there? Yes, the first person to get their ship there goes in that top slot. They're going to get 3 victory points per amphora in addition to what they normally get here, right?
It's a good combo.
So that's a really good combo to have. Every other person is only going to get 2. Right? All of these have this little moon. The moon is usually an in-game thing, right? So this right here, if you have a building built here, right, you've got that. At the end of the game, you're considered to have 2 more amphora than you actually physically have in your supply. So that counts towards this, and it counts towards this. So it's something to keep in mind. And then this right here is just raw. You get 2 Veeps for every amphora. That's in addition to the Veeps that you got here and the Veeps that you got here. So these two really play off of each other. Probably try to beeline those. This right here is really cool. This is 9 points per ship. I gotta double check it. I think it's every ship. It's not just the Ponta, but every ship that's made it past this little dotted line right here, right? So as long as you made it, I believe it's 3 steps, right? Because 1, 2, 1, 2, no 3, 1, 2, close. So 3 steps there, 3 steps there, 4 steps here. Every ship that's past that will get 9 points, or 6 if you're the second one to get. Nice. And then this one right here is just for every one of your ships, you're going to get a number of victory points. I'll double check both of these just to make sure. I know it has the icon for the Ponta specifically, but I believe that both of these are just ships in general, because they don't make a distinction in the game between the 2 different types.
All right.
That's 90% of it. Like I said, the 2 actions that I hadn't described yet, I'll describe in just a second. I do want to double check and make sure I've got the rules 2. Here we go. Final calculation for each ship icon. Yes. So this is for every ship, and this is also for every ship. It doesn't have to be specifically.
I like it.
The nope, that doesn't have that. This is a couple little micro expansions that add some extra stuff. For each of your ships that have left the... Yep, so it's each ship. Doesn't matter if it's a Ponta or if it's a Corbita. Okay, last 2 actions, and then I think we can get going. The trade action I kind of briefly described earlier. Whenever you take a trade action, you can activate any number of your conversion buildings that go coin to something
not just
else.
One trade.
Yeah,
okay.
Any number of them that you can afford to do.
Got it.
It's worth noting that at any time on your turn, you have this basic action here of being able to trade 3 coins for any 1 resource that you want. And a resource is any of these 4 things here. You would never want to trade 3 coins for 1 coin. That's a really dumb conversion. Once you have a building here...
This is a free action.
Yes, this is always a free action. Once you have a building here, the conversion rate's 2 to 1. So you trade 2 coins for 1.
Oh, nice.
So that's something that you can do. That's the trade action. The last action, which is probably the most complicated action, is going to be the administration action. So when you choose the administration action, you will, or whenever you land on the administration action, I'm going to say that. So let me move this here just to give you a context, right? So select this depot. I'm going to generate 2 bricks, and then I'm going to go 1, 2. Now that this is here, I'm going to activate the administration depot. I'm going to pick a action that is not trade and is not administration, so one of these 4 actions to perform. I just do that action.
So not the place you landed.
Can't be one of these 2, right?
Is it always not those 2, or
it's always not these 2?
Just in this example.
Yes, no, always.
It'll
never. You can't do administration because then you kind of just keep daisy chaining, and you can't do trade. But you can do all 4 of the other actions.
Okay.
Move ships, build ships, complete orders, or build buildings. Once you do that action, you don't generate anything, you just spin cubes as you need, right, to do that thing. Then you're going to pick up these ships and go 1, 2, 3, and then activate a second action. So the administration action effectively lets you do 2 actions. It's a better version of any.
You get the
one
resource
action.
of wherever you took off from?
Kind of. I mean, you're getting...
Yeah, wherever your ships were, you would have gotten... Yeah, you move things. Okay, I think I got the administration action.
Yeah, the administration, we can go through it whenever we get to
the
it.
resources, you get the action that you choose, and you'll get the last place you place action.
Right. Okay. So administration. So every action that you're going to be doing is just where are you dropping your last ship? Where you select to generate resources typically doesn't correlate to where you're dropping your last ship unless you've planned it to do so. Yeah, by all means, I can slide these a little bit more.
How's that look?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Now we can see it.
That works.
Yeah, the only thing we won't see is over there, but that's not.
Yeah, you won't be able to see the victory points, but you'll see how far up the tracks we've gone. Yeah, I think that's like 90% of it. Like I said, we can talk through each of the actions as we do them. There's nothing crazy, nothing special outside of that.
It's gorgeous,
one rule that Jamie and I did miss. So at the beginning of the game, we're going to, in reverse turn order, build one of the starter buildings for free. You'll just take the thing, you'll place it in this space specifically. It can't go anywhere else, and you'll put your little token out there. It kind of gives you like a starter conversion rate, right? So it could be coin to rock, coin to wood, coin to food, or coin to permits, right? Everybody's going to get that. You're just going to pick one of those four. If you build on a space that someone else already has a building token on, the person that you overbuilt or any other person that's there when you build gets a coin from the supply. So you just grab one of these and toss it onto your coin thing. That's a thing that Jamie and I missed. Don't know how much or how little that might have affected things, but hey, you never know. At the end of the game, what are you going to get victory points for? You are going to get victory points for your buildings. You just get points based off how far you moved up this track per building icon you have visible on your board. That's uncovered, I should say. So it can't have a token in it, a wooden piece in it. And then you're going to get victory points for each ship icon that is uncovered, right? You're going to get victory points for each M4 that you have. That's the victory points that you're going to get from this track over here, right? Then you're going to get victory points from any of these that you've made it to the end of, that you have a ship on, right? Then you're going to get victory points from any of these reddish, the salmon colored tiles that have the little moon on them, right? This one doesn't specifically give victory points, but this one correlates with this one, right? Because this gives you 2 victory points per M4 that you have, including the ones you have here, the ones you have here. So those correlate with each other. Then the last thing that you're going to get victory points for, well, not the last thing, but one other thing that you're going to get, I gotta figure out what this icon is. The other thing that you're going to get victory points for is set collection. So you've got noblemen, noble women, exotic animals, and then wild animals. For every set of all 4 of those that you have, you get more victory points. I gotta double check exactly how many victory points. I don't remember off the top of my head. In game.
Reverse turn order.
Trading. Sets of icons, 12 points per set.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pick this one.
Yep. Perfectly good. So you'll take one of those buildings and you will place it in this space specifically.
Okay.
And then I will do the same thing, not that specific building. So for the starter one, it does have to be a different one. It can't be the same one. I'm going to choose this one right here.
Then you take the first action,
and then I will take this there, and then I will take the first action.
Okey-dokey, Caesar token.
Yep. All right, so let's see. Let's do something simple. So I'm going to choose. I'm gonna do the craziest start action. I'm gonna choose this depot. I'm gonna generate 2 stone. Right. I'm gonna take 2 stone, place them in this depot. I'm gonna pick these ships up, drop one here, and drop one here. So now I'm going to activate the administration action, which lets me pick any one of these 4 actions to take.
Sure.
I am going to take this one, and I'm going to move. I'm going to move 2. So 2 spaces cost me 2 permits. So I'll spin these 2 permits, right? And then I'm going to move my ship 1, 2, taking this token.
Not the one with your building.
Not necessarily. So I take this token. It's going to give me 2 coins right off the bat. So take these 2 coins, put them there. I'm going to hang on to it for set collection. And then I ended my movement on 2 wood. So I'll take 2 more tokens and I'll place them on wood. Now, I'm doing administration is where I ended my drop of things. So I'm actually going to now pick these up and I'm going to drop them again. Boom, like that. The administration is the weirdest one. It does a lot of weird stuff. So I ended it here. I'm going to get to do this particular action. Unfortunately, I can't buy any of those because I don't have enough. So that being said, I could spin stuff. It still doesn't give me enough because you need at least 5, and the best I could get would be 3 with my coins that I have. So I can't do that action. That's it. That's me. I have taken a full turn.
I'll do this, and that gives me.
So you'll choose a location.
2 coins.
2 coins.
And then I'll put one here and one here.
One there, and then you're going to action that location.
Okay.
Which is to move. And you may choose to do
two
no.
permits, right?
Yes, you may choose to do no.
No, I think I want to go that way. I'll go 1, 2. 2 movement is going to cost me 2 permits.
2 movement costs 2 permits. Yep.
I do get this.
Yep, you cross that line, so you get that, which gives you 2 coins. And then you end it on that space, which gives you 2 food.
All right. You're up.
Right. And that's a turn. It goes back and forth like that pretty quickly. I'm doing this, you're doing that, I'm doing this, you're doing that. In-game triggers. All of the amphoras are gone.
Remember, is this a free action or that's
no? That's this particular action. It's the order action. So, in-game triggers. All of the 14 amphora are gone. 3 or more Corbita tokens from any one player reaches destination tiles. That's these 4 tiles right here. If there are 3 of a single color out on these 4, that triggers the end of the game. All Corbita and Ponta tokens, so all ships are removed from a player's board, or all buildings are removed from a player's board. Or any player's token reaches the 12th space on this track. So there are 5 in-game triggers.
Whoa, man.
Any one of those things is a true statement. We finish the round. That's it.
And that's it.
Equal number of turns. Yep.
I'm in.
Okay. So I'm going to select this depot. It's going to generate me 3 coins because I've got 3 Corbitas there. And then I'm going to drop 1, 2,
Coins seem to be most useful for trading.
Coins are usually going to be used for trading.
Yeah.
Or for converting into specific resources. But generally speaking, you want to do the normal conversion, not the 3 to 1, because that's the more expensive one. So I'm going to be doing shipbuilding. It's going to cost me 2 wood to build this. And I get to drop this into any one of these depots here. I'm going to drop it here.
Because you built a Corbita.
Yeah, I built a Corbita.
Yep. All right, that's it.
That's it. Back to you.
Do these 3, which is going to give me 3 permits, which I can use to move next time. And I drop 1 here, here, 1 here, which gives me a build action, right?
Correct.
And I need 2 to build this one.
Yep.
Here. It's the only place I can put it, right?
That is the only legal placement you have currently. Take one of those buildings.
Oh, I do. I'll take one of the buildings.
And then you'll pick any one of the other spaces on your board to drop it into. Thus improving any of those particular actions.
You're up.
Yep. Okie dokie. A lot of coins right now. Don't have a good. Actually, it's not a true statement. I'll do this, which will generate 1, 2, 3. I know it's such a tall box. So I'm going to be doing the trade action. And the only one that I have access to is this right here. So I can spend 4 coins to get those same 4.
And I have access to these,
permits. Right? Yep. You can do those in any combination as much as you can spend up to 4 of each.
Okay.
That's me.
And the trade action.
Far left.
This one. Coins.
Yep.
Oh, that's where it comes. That's where the thinkiness comes in. There's no way to get to it.
Yes, that's the tricky part, right?
Yeah.
Not well.
So I could take this action.
Yeah.
But that doesn't give me anything.
Doesn't generate anything. Build a ship.
Build a ship. I need wood.
2 wood. You got
okay, I've got 2 wood. And the ship goes
any one of the 6 depots.
That's what... You're up.
Spend your 2 wood.
Oh yeah. You're up.
Yeah, I like how kind of like terraforming Mars, like your cubes are just your cubes. They count as whatever resource you need them to be.
I like that.
That's fun.
That's
right.
Neat. Yep. That's really neat.
All right, let's see. So I'm going to choose this depot. I'm going to generate 2 these bad. I'm going to do 2 administration. I'm going to choose to do this action, which is move action. I'm going to go in 2 of these. We go 2 spaces. We'll go 2. Okay, cool. And then I will pick up these going 1, 2, and I will build a ship, which is going to cost me 3. Right now, here's where things get fun. So this guy, I'm going to replace one of these.
And he's now a
and
double.
This is going to go out here, yeah. And now it's a double. So if I were to generate here, I would get 5. That is me.
All right. I'm gonna do these 3 here. That gives me 3 wood. Drop 1 here, drop 1 here, drop 1 here. So I can do the trade action, right?
Correct. So this is always a free action that you can do, but the trade action is to activate any of your
that's right.
things out here, spending coins, turning them into whatever that resource.
Yeah. And that's where you get these things also from this action?
No, from here. So the Amphora token.
From the Amphora.
Yeah, that's the
That's
order
action.
action.
Okay, got it. All right.
Complete.
So I'm just going to trade in 6 of these for 6 brick. I'll go right here. Actually, I'll do 2 and 4. Okay, you're up.
Here, generate 2. 2. We move.
All right, good night, Steve.
Take it easy, Steve.
See you later.
I'm going to move to 2. We'll gain this.
It's tough to get where you want to be.
Yeah, you kind of gotta. Sometimes it'll take a turn or 2 to get you into the spot that you want to be in.
4 here. Give me 4 at these guys. Take a 3 and a 1. 1, 2, 4. And so I take that action. And for 3 permits, I can move. Oh, I don't have no permits.
4 permits let you go. But 2 permits look.
And the only thing you can trade out is coin. So I'll just do 2. I'll move 2 spaces. Boop, boop. So that gives me 2.
You do not. It's only when you land on it.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Gotta land on it to get it.
I don't have any other places I can build.
Currently.
Well, I'm just going to do that. All right, you're up.
Okay.
Oh, it's this thing you get for free when you roll it.
2, 3. Okay. Activate the here. Build. Pick these up. 1, 2. Build a ship. And 3. Two of those. Wood that I 3 wood. Build another.
Done? I'm taking this one to get 5, 3. And this is 3, right? Put one back. Okay. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I take this action here. And I have the 6 that I need to do that one. Right? Yep. I'll take the card.
Take the card. Take the M4 that's in the upper right hand corner. And the 3 coins.
And it goes here.
Yep.
And 3 coins. And that cost me 6. All right. That's me, Doug.
That's it. And so you have half of a collected set there. Because you got the noblewoman and the nobleman.
You flip it out.
Now you just need, you flip it out to replace it. So you can purchase you can complete as many of these order cards as you can afford. Only what's on the display. Can't do off top of the deck. So at the end of your turn, then it refills.
Yep. If I had one more, I could have done another.
Yeah, sure.
Dang it.
Yep.
I didn't think of that.
No. So worth noting, the card gave you 3 coins. You could spend your 2 coins to generate the extra resource you need, so you just wouldn't have access to that.
Do that.
But yes, you can still do it if you can afford it.
And then I can pick one of these 2, right?
Right. Coins are always useful.
They're always useful.
Yep. So you didn't have the second. You
Get
don't have
this,
the.
though.
Yeah, you get 1 amphora, and then you'll get the 3 coins. You just don't get the second amphora.
Right.
As
You're up.
Yep. And then now we can.
Now I refill it.
Yep. So yeah, if you get the resources you need to be able to generate enough to be able to do the second order or third order or fourth order, you can absolutely do. All right. So let's see. I think I'm going to do this. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here, thus allowing me to move. All right. I have 7 total. Free space. Cost me 4 to do this. I'm going to move this guy. 1, 2, 3 spaces. Hit this. 2 coins. Foods. Okay.
I'll take these 3 here. And give me the permits. 1, 2, 3. Lets me do only 1 build action.
As many as you can afford.
Okay.
And that you can legally build.
But I can
right? You can only build 1, so yeah.
Put it there. Put that there, right? And this comes off the board.
Take one of those and place it into one of your empty.
Okay. So from now on, every time I get these guys,
as long as you generate at least 1, you'll get
1 extra.
1 extra.
Top. Yep. Same thing over here. I'm interested in that one, but I think same thing over here. Okay, you're up.
Okay. Here will generate me 2, 3,
All the buildings
4.
are different?
All the buildings are different.
And you have to...
No reason that they needed to be different, but they are different.
Wow, that's slick.
They're all just slightly different buildings. Here. So I've got a trade action. I have exactly 1 building that lets for the 2 get cool.
Yep. I'll take 3. I'll get 3 coins, right? Here.
Yes.
Coins. Lets me do the
build a ship.
Build a ship. And I do have the 3 what I need, right? Ship goes.
So that replaces one of those, and that Corbita goes out.
It's a 2.
Yeah, that particular ship generates.
But if I pick it up, it still just moves 1 space, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Then you can strategically choose which of the spaces you want to drop it into, so that you can generate better next.
And then this
and that
goes
to OSTIA.
Yep,
It gives you another movement out here.
Makes sense.
Because once your ship is at the end, it's at the end. There's nothing more you can do with it. All right. think
having ships here though doesn't give you any resource, so you don't want to pile them up here.
Not necessarily.
You have to pile up some.
Gonna generate. Build. In the 4. This. What?
God, now it gets crunchy. Okay, so I'll go 1, 2, and that gets me 2 of those. And then I take 1 trade action, right? And the trade action can come from...
Take as many trade actions as you can afford.
Not that one.
Nope, that one's not
this one or this one. Right?
Any tile that you have a disc on that has this icon. Do that as many times as you can afford. And you've got 7 money, so...
Go with 7 of these guys, right?
You can do up to 4.
Up to
that
4.
Max out.
Okay,
maxes out.
4.
Just move them down there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 4.
Yeah, they're all the same
that's
resource.
Right. And then 3 of the bricks.
Could do 3 of those.
All right, I'm done.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna do 3 wood. Good stuff. Just money for per. Nope, I'm good.
1, 2. So I'll get 2 stone. And then show me what.
And then that you're just going to pick one of these 4 actions to do.
Okay.
And do it.
I'll do that action.
So you're going to move. Yep.
By 3 movement.
3
for 4 resources.
Yep. And you can split that amongst your ships however you like.
Yeah. I want to go. How many movement do I have?
3. Okay.
I want to go this way.
Okay. Cool. So you still get this disc and this disc. So the 1 disc just gives you a reward point over here. The other disc is going to give you
2 wood. Right?
2 coins, 2 wood.
Where's the 2 coins coming
off
from?
Of that other disc.
Oh, yeah.
And some more set collection on the animal. Wild animal.
So I have...
With that
1,
token
2,
and
3,
that
4.
card, you have 1 full set for 12 points. You've got 50% of another one.
You're up.
Yep.
Oh, wait. And you said I also...
Oh, yes. Yeah. So
these.
you did that. Now you'll pick all those up and you'll drop them in the 2, 3, 4, and you'll action that space as well.
Okay. Which is what I wanted to do. Okay, so I need a 4. I wish I left to go one more, but I didn't. 4 cubes, right? And that goes to there. And that comes off?
Yep.
Okay. And then yep.
Generating extra resources for you. Yep. All right. Now it's okay. Cool. All right. I'm going to generate here, which will give me 2 wood, and I'm going to move 1, performing this. I have currently 10 total food. Do these, spending the 10 food, spending the 4 permits. We'll get 4M for them. 2 wood and 2.
Done?
Here.
Okay, so I'm going to take these 2, which gives me 3 permits, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I decide how I want to drop them, right?
Correct. Yeah. When they're just corbitas, it doesn't matter. But once you've got that ponta there, you know, you got to make a choice. Right?
And then I take this action.
You take that action, the complete orders.
I have I'm going to do 5 plus 2
stone.
2 stone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Give you 2 amphora. 2 of those get turned into permit.
2 permits,
2
right?
permits. Yep. Get your 2 amphora.
2 M4. Oh, we're running out.
Yep. There are only 5 left in there.
And I only have 1 left.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're up. Not letting finish, huh?
The cards? Yeah, they're
They
linen
are?
finished.
Okay.
It's just very light.
Oh.
A super deep linen. Board's not linen either. Cards are linen. Not a super deep linen.
Super interesting.
Generate 2. Move 1. Forming the action here. Build, let's see, 3. Oof. More. Can I even? Yes, I can. Okay. So, spend 3. Build the first build. Build. Then I'm going to spend 4. Second build.
Done?
All my resources. Let me take my buildings and put them on the board somewhere. I'm going to do this one. Do that. I'm going to do this one. So I will say, and it obviously hasn't come up yet, but when you do the upgrades that give you a discount on building ships, completing orders, or building buildings, it is a discount on the totality of the action, not a per.
So I just generated 5 wood.
This should have been 6.
It should have been 6. Okay.
Yeah. So, but these are a discount on the total cost, right? So if I just built 2 buildings, one cost 3, one cost 4. It's 7. I get a discount of 1 on all of that 7, not on the 3 and on the 4.
That makes sense. Okay, I have 5 permits now.
Mm-hmm.
What is 5?
That's what you're doing. 5 does nothing, but 4 does.
4 gives me
3 movement.
Need 1 more.
Mm-hmm. You could spend your 2 to get the extra. Are you going to use 6 4 movement? Maybe. I mean, you could use 1 here and then 3 on that ship.
That doesn't make sense. I just need to be past this to.
Right, on it or past it to be able to build.
Yeah, I only need 4 movement.
Suppose you can do it in 3 if you're not trying to move that. But yeah, if you're trying to do 4 movement,
I could get to this building if I did
yeah,
that. And this, and I would have both buildings, right?
yeah, you have access to build on both.
Then we do that. Okay, I'll spin that. And these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus the 1.
4 movement.
What does this do?
Nothing. That's just the starter.
4 movement. That'll send that to there. Right? And then I want to go 1, 2, 3, which gives me access.
Do that. Which 2 coins from there.
So it's basically got the coins right back.
Yeah.
Okay, you're up.
Yep.
But I needed room to build. Because
Sure.
I have all this. I have all this cement. I gotta use something with my cement, man. Bricks.
I'm gonna do this. 2, 3, 4, 5 coins. I don't have enough. Actually, that's a lie. I can spend 2, get 1. 2 to get 1 here. And then I can spend these 4. 1 and 4.
These guys give me 4 plus 1. 5. One, 2, and 3. And that gives me the administrative action?
Correct. Okay. So then you'll just pick one of the other 4 actions to do. Build a building. Cost you 5 bricks. Lead an order.
6. Do that.
You do any of those.
So I could do this. Okay. Yep. I think I'm going to do this one. So that is 5 plus 2 of the brick.
And 4, and then
2 scrolls, 2 permits, and 2 informants. Oh no!
5 left. Take those. There's only 3 left.
Wow. And I haven't moved at all.
That's what I'm saying. The box says 100 to 120, and I'm just like, I don't see it.
I'm pushing the end game, and we haven't actually moved up. How do you move up? I forgot how to do that. So
getting to the end, there's 4 of them. Yeah. You got 1, I've got 1. And then building stuff does it too, right? Building this space does it as well.
I need 1 more. Okay.
Yeah. I've been priming myself to be able to do it.
Can you get 12? Not enough permits.
I mean, so
star things.
1, 2.
Yeah, there's
3,
6
4,
right there.
5, 6, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
If you had them all.
Sure. And then you got 11 right here. And then there's some of these cards that have them. Here? Just you build a building in that spot. And then there's some of these cards that have them, right?
It's not easy.
Yeah. No, it's difficult to move up this track.
Yeah,
I forgot.
Wait, and I still get 1 more thing.
Yes, I forgot a whole aspect of the game.
What is that?
I like how we're just figuring. I'm just going to remind you of this as we get to the end of the game. So anytime you take the trade action, you can spend 4 coins, and if you have this as a true statement, you get this card.
Oh, okay.
So if you have 4 ships, 4 ship icons visible.
Oh, you're there.
If you have 4 amphora, if you have 2 ships that are across the dotted line, if you have 4 building icons visible, and if you have 5 on this track.
So I've got 2 of those. You've got 2 of those.
Yes,
so,
and you can.
But it costs 4 coins.
It costs 4 coins to get
when you take
the trade action specifically.
This one, right?
Yes. And you can do as many of those as you can do. Jamie did 3 of them in one go, and I was like, she had the money, so it is what it is.
Again, I need to do this and this.
Yeah, and then you'll take the shipbuilding action now.
Okay.
So 4 is what it is to build your next ship.
You build 1 at a time, I guess.
Yeah, I mean you can build 2 of them if you can afford it.
4 and 4.
You've got 8, so yeah, you can build both of those.
Both of them.
Yep.
Okay, so this one is
just
added.
goes somewhere, and then the Ponta is going to replace one of the Corbita.
And then this one replaces them. Now that one can start moving. You're up.
Mm-hmm.
Administration of action is different, man. That's an interesting. Like.
Mm-hmm. Let me do this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total 6. Which allows me to activate this location. I cannot afford to do anything, so.
Yeah.
That's me.
You got M4? No.
Nope.
No.
That was you from last.
Oh, that was me. Okay, you were just replacing the car.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I think Dark Quarter is finally shipped. I've been waiting for my copy of Dark Quarter to ship for the longest time. Doug's had his for like a month now. Joke's on him. Can't play it yet because the app's not out. Yep, it just shipped. Expected Saturday. I didn't get an email about it.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coins.
Oh nope! I just got a notification
about Dark Water.
Dark Water. Very excited. I wish that the app was available. Mm-hmm. Dark Quarter, Lost to the Night, Plastic Token Upgrade, Plastic Token Upgrade. Why is it back? Deluxe Metal Experience Coin, Deluxe Miniature Upgrade. Yes.
Oh no! I'll end it on this one.
Yeah, I just did it too. I landed there,
so what happened?
had nothing. You just don't do an action.
Unless I want to spin this.
Unless you want to spin those to make it happen. Which I don't think you have enough to make it happen. It's going to require 4.
Yeah.
And you've got, 7 there? Yeah, so the best you could generate would be 3, so not enough.
Nope, you're up.
If you had the building there, it'd be a discount of 1, so you could theoretically do that one, but still.
Makes sense.
All right, let's
do this.
What am I doing now? I think I'm going to do this. Generate 2. 1. Now I've got 2 of these guys here. I can use here, or I can use here, or I can use those are the only here, here, and here. I'm going to spin these to get some wood. Just those, and that's me. 5. Mm-hmm.
Get only 1 movement. Taking very good action.
That is how it works sometimes. You know, if you don't plan the actions just right, it'll happen.
So it's just 1 movement? No, 2 movement. I like it 2.
Yeah, I mean two of the permits gives you 2 movement.
Mm-hmm. 2 coins, basically.
2 coins, yeah.
All right, you're up.
Right, I'm gonna activate this one, so it's gonna give me 3 3. That's going to 2. I'm going to activate this. A building. It's going to be 5. Ooh. Think about this. Can I legally build something? What? You're going to get a coin from the supply because I'm playing.
Oh, nice. Okay.
This goes somewhere. I think I'm going to. Here.
Done?
Yep.
I'm gonna do this action. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 1, right? Plus 1. So it's 6. One birthday. Great act. Then all this 4. 6. Got the 4 Remora. I also have
2 ships past the dotted line.
I do have the ships too.
You have the 4 ships. You have the 2 ships past the dotted line. You have the 4 buildings. The only thing you so you have all 3 of these. You just don't have that one.
Stop you because you're going to get either one I don't get. All right, and that's it. That's your turn.
All right.
Yeah, because you're going to get the other 2.
Right here. 2, 3. Giving 2. Ask me. Oh, that is me.
Do that. Okay, so that gives me 3 coins. And then I can take this action. 6 gives me 4 movement. 1, 2, which gives me that. Thank God. And then I have 2 more movement, right? 2 more movement. Yep, 2 wood. All right, you're up.
I'm going to generate here. Let me 4. This I'm going to pick all these 6 up. 1,
Holy.
2.
Man, if you set up that administrative action, you can really get a big turn.
6, which is going to let me do the administrative action again. So then I will pick one of these things to do.
Oh, you really set it up.
We have really close to triggering it. I think though I will just do this act. Spending none. This. 2 more coins. Here. Gives me 1 movement. Okay. That is me.
That's you?
That is me.
I keep trying to set up the administrative action. I keep
I
messing
had
it up.
6 on there. So, and then I chose to get some stuff here,
I can do
which
it.
1, 2 administration, dropped all of them, did administration.
I can do it. Okay, so it's 3. I mean, it'll take me another turn.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
3 wood.
And it'll get 3 total actions out of administration.
No, that's awesome. That's 3 wood, and then I landed on this one. Lets me do the action again, right? Oh. Or is that trade? What
That's
is that?
trade, which you could theoretically do if you have enough.
And I can also do the 1-for-1 thing, right?
Yeah, on anything that you have stuff out.
And what do I have out on? But I can trade for stone for one other one. Maybe not. Where's my third one? Here, there. Okay. So I'm just gonna trade it in for, and then I'm gonna spend these 4. Can I qualify? I do not qualify for that. I do have that one, right?
The building.
I do have that one, right?
2 chips across. Yep, both of these are here.
All right, you're up.
Cool beans.
Now I can take the administrator. Give me a little while.
I'm gonna do this. Generate 2, 4, 5 coins. 1, 2, 3. I can build a ship. Cost me 6. I want to do that. Make it happen. I would need 5. 3. I can trigger the end of the game right here.
Oh no!
Or I can try to eke it out for just a little bit longer to sneak some more. I think that I will get out for just a little bit longer.
No,
get some more points. No.
Won't give me another turn.
You get another turn.
I'll get 2 more turns, right? Because you were first player.
Yeah, I did not trigger it. So
okay, so you're done. I'm gonna take these. And that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 1. So it does trigger that action, right?
Yep.
How does that work again?
So pick any one of the other 4 actions to do.
Do have enough wood to build. Do have enough stone to build a building, which would still give me that. And building a building would give me more victory points. Like this is 3 per building, 2 per building.
2 per building. In addition to the victory points, which right now is only 7 for us, but
still. Okay, so I think I will. I gotta spend. Take this here. Put that there.
buildings
There. That moves me up. Not that that matters. Right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Not yet.
Not yet. And then there's nothing else.
No.
And then I take all these things.
Take all those things and drop them in the thing.
I don't have any coins. Wasted the action. Disappointing. All right, you're up. I think I might get to that next level. What's the highest you've been on that level?
I think Jamie got up to 10.
No. Really folks to do that.
All right, let's see. 2, 4, 6, 7. Do these back. Movement. So I'm gonna be spending 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna spend 10 of these in total. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, it's okay. All right.
Done?
Yep, that's me.
1, 2, 4 coin. I'm gonna take this action. Wood, which is 5. I'm gonna bump. Ah, I'm so close. Now put this somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're up.
All right. Move on. Yeah, I mean, good. Here. 2 more. By the way, all these leftover resources are nothing.
Yeah.
So don't get. Okay. Great. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. I can complete an order. The discount of. I will. Cost me a lot to get it. This. That's okay. Let me do the one that gets. So, have 5. Oh, it only cost me 4. Good point. 4. So I'm going to be spending 5. So let's see, these 5 and 2 from this. Complete this order.
Ooh, nice.
Fully, which gives me 2 amphora
And coin.
and 3 coins. They gave me some. Cool.
Done.
Now I am done.
Take these 3 to get 5 wood. One, 2, 3. Take the trade action. good. This.
Okay. I will generate stuff here. 1, 2. Choosing the move. 1. Equal. This up. That's me.
Do 1. Just gives me 1 lowly coin. But it gives me the administrative action. I'm going to pick this. No. Boats, I get 3 per boat.
You. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow. Okay.
Whatever you just built, your last build.
Oh, yeah, sure did. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, so if I build this one, if I use this action, build this, it's going to give me.
Well, I mean, get victory points there for it.
Yeah.
8 points.
I'll build this one, and if I did this one instead, would
essentially give you some set collection. M4s are worth a little bit less in terms of their raw
in the buildings.
Than the build. Buildings and boats are.
I think I'll do that then. I'll do this one, which is going to cost me. And this thing goes
places.
There. And then I do this again. Oh.
You'll pick those two up.
Yeah, but it does nothing.
Drops into a space that's no good.
So I should do the other way then. Do it. Okay. How much was that?
5.
I should do this one instead.
Gotcha.
Because I can still do this one there. Yeah. I'll do this instead, which is going to cost me 6.
Depending on what you want to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
And 2, yeah, you could do that one. A little better.
Yep.
I don't recall what they say about gaining M4 after they have run. I don't believe if you would gain more M4 than you see.
Wait, I don't have any sets? I don't have any. Oh, I do. Oh my god. I did terrible in the set. I only collected 1 exotic animal. A wild animal. Did you get all the wild animal ones?
Not expensive.
No.
I've got 2 sets.
No idea.
If you run out of M4 tokens on the common supply and need to get more M4 tokens, use the extra M4 tokens you put back in the box during. So you do get your full set of M4.
So I'm gonna do this one.
Okay.
Yeah, this one. That's worth more.
It's just the 14 is to trigger the end of the game, right?
Yep. And then 2. So I'll take that. And then for my administrative action, I'll do this and that. Get rid of these 5. Build that. Matter. Just put it there. Okay.
Cool. So that triggers the end of the game.
Yeah.
You were the last player.
That's it.
That's it. Game's over. Okay. Woo. I was really hoping to get one more turn out of it, but that's okay. All right. So
I didn't know if the
there's
game.
a scoreboard.
I didn't realize I was doing that.
So what are we getting victory points for? We are getting victory points for.
Well, the Remoras give us some.
Building icons and ship icons. So we're just looking at it right here, right? So 8 points per building icon showing on your player board. For you
5.
specifically. 5 times 8 is 40. I've got 5 times 7 is 35. Right? Ship icons. So you're going to get 8 points per ship icon. I'm going to get 7.
7.
You've got
56.
56. Okay. I have 48, I believe. That looks about right. 40. Amphora token. So you're going to get 6 points per Amphora token. I'm going to get
48.
5.
8 of them.
8 of them.
I went heavy in the Amphora. That's what I was going for the whole game.
Yeah, I mean, I beelined it at the beginning of the game, but didn't do as well. So
my problem is that I was supposed to go to that token and I never did.
And then now we look at the destination tiles. So you're going to get 9 points per set. You got 1 set for 9 points. Okay. Let's see. 9 points.
All these people.
And then you got 3 points per ship icon. You've got 7 of them. 21 more points there.
Yeah.
So it's a total of 30 points for your 2 destination tiles that you scored on.
Yeah.
I've got these. So I get 3 points per M4, so it's 21 points, and I get 2 points per ship. 7, 14, 21, and 14 is
33 or 35.
35.
21 and 14, 35.
35. Trading port tiles. That's any of the ones that are out here that have the moon icon on them. Yep. So let's see. You're going to get 2 points per M4 there. So you've got 8, so 16 points off of that. Right. You're going to get 2 points per building icon, which is 5. So 10 more points there. So 26 points. You have any other in-game ones there? So 2 points per ship icon. You've got 7 of those. So 14 more points.
God, there's points
40,
everywhere.
40 points. Yeah, you want to talk about point salad? This is
talk
the point
about
salad.
Yeah, we're here.
This is going to give me some extra points. This is I count as having 2 more M4s. Nice. So I'm going to get 10 more points here and 6 more points here. So 16 more points.
Nice.
Off of those. I think that's my only in-game. Oh no, this one gives me building. So buildings. I got 14 more points off of those. I think that's it. 14 more points.
Wow, at the end of the game, you can just convert money to
30
movement.
That one, yeah, that's
one time or as many.
I made it past it. Well, this one allows you to do it. It's just once. I don't think you can do that because it doesn't have a max on it. So I guess money is hard to come by. So you can do it as many times as you want. There is a little glossary in here of all the icons and like whether or not you can do them multiple times.
Neither one did it.
No limit.
Oh man,
that one you could do, and that was going to be my next action was to build
a bunch of money, and then
my next action was going to be build. I was going to choose this one and go 1, 2, 3, and then build it, and I could make that happen and build that one so that I could just do that on my next trade action, which I don't know if it was going to happen, but hey, why not? Okay, honor cards. You have so many of those.
48.
48 points off of that, and I've got exactly 0. This is what happened to me when I was against Jamie. I feel like I did better, but not much better. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then set icons. You got 1 set, I think.
That's it.
Yeah, because you've got. You're missing another. If you had 1 more,
all these people are worth nothing.
1 more lion would have given you another set. So you have 1 set, which is worth 12 points.
I think you already gave us that, though. Or is that for
no? That's you got 9 points from that one.
Oh, okay.
That one's an in-game scoring one. You get for the actual set. And I've got 2 sets. I got noblewoman, nobleman, noblewoman, nobleman, and then wild animal, exotic animal, and then a pair of exotic animals. We're at 24 points.
Nice.
All right. So you definitely stomped me with 274 points, and I scored only 9 points better than my last time with 208.
Well, Jamie would have stomped me. So
I'm sure. Jamie's got it. She would have scored over 300 points for sure. For sure. But that's Ostia. That is Ostia.
Wow. So I luckily I limited myself to just 2 bad turns. You got to make sure
you can't have a bad turn. You can't have a drop where there's nothing in there and you're like, well, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, I had 2 of those, unfortunately. Oh, that was stinky though with this little.
It is. It is. I like the action selection that comes.
If you want to load up to take that big resource turn, but if you do that, you don't know. We have no idea where you're going to end up, and then you end up with some junky turn.
Yep.
OSTIA, very, very good. So this particular designer, he takes familiar mechanics from other games and puts them in a new way, like he did with Aqua Garden, which is basically Heaven and Ale, his homage to it, where we're gonna do that little time track, but he just did it with I'm gonna make it simpler and more beautiful. Same thing with this one. There's a mancala game where you're trying to do area control.
Trajan.
And Trajan also.
Yeah, that was the inspiration for this one.
Clearly, I can see Trajan on here.
Yeah. Except that,
especially trying to get these little tiles.
The difference with both Crusader and with Trajan is the depot you select is the action you're doing. This one is wherever you drop your last one is what you're doing.
Crusaders has that cool mechanic also about where you're flipping over.
Yeah, you're
trying to upgrade the thing. But it's mostly about trying to build up your little armies and dominate all the stuff.
Exactly.
No, this is definitely much more like I could see where he was like, and right,
trading in the Mediterranean.
Yeah, exactly. This is definitely an homage to Trajan.
Yeah, for sure.
For my money, I'd rather play this than Trajan. I do like this. It's fun.
Yeah, I was surprised. I wasn't sure if I was going to enjoy it. I knew it looked great, and it's uchibacoya, and the production quality on their games is just phenomenal.
Have you ever played Trajan?
I have not.
Well, I owned it for a while. I don't know where it is now. I wonder if I sold it or traded it away.
Probably.
There.
The answer is probably.
Yeah, probably so.
But
it's fun, man.
It's good. And the Pirates expansion adds some new interesting things. It's going to have different pirate ships that are out on the board. The pirate ships, when you land on or pass them, you have to fight them. And to fight them, there's a fifth resource that gets added to the game, which is swords. Now, swords is not something you could just trade money to get swords. But you have this resource that you're generating over here. You have to be intentional about it, because whenever you fight them, you get little treasure chests. There's a little board where you pull the treasure chests off, and you get something. You get a benefit from that section. But everybody starts with some disdain. You have these little black cubes that are negative points at the end of the game. So 7 negative points for each of those cubes. But there are certain actions you can take in the game that are really expensive, but they get rid of those 7 victory point loss that you take. So yeah, that's there's a couple other little micro modules in there.
The Pirates expansion.
That's what I said too. It's great as is.
The way you're describing it makes it sound like
it adds some more interesting things.
I definitely want to play it.
I watched both of the Dice Tower videos today. I rewatched the one for OSTIA base game, and then I watched the re-release of the video, which was OSTIA plus Pirates. And Tom said something that I thought was really interesting. He's
that's the video I saw with Tom, Joey, and Mike.
Review of it. Yeah, and he said that this is the first time he's ever seen a game where they released an expansion where he would prefer to just play the game, that the expansion makes the game worse, in his opinion. He said he thinks that OSTIA is a perfect game as is. All of them gave it really, really high scores, which is surprising to me.
Mike gave it a 9.
But
he also really liked the Pirates too, though.
He really liked the Pirates too.
I don't remember what Joey said about the...
I think that Joey came in slightly above Mike, and then Tom said, I think Tom gave it a 10, gave a base game OSTIA a 10.
Game of the year.
Yeah. Which is, he said he played it 3 times in 1 week, which was a lot for him. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Hard to believe, but it's his early game of the year.
So. Yeah. No, it's a great game. It's hard to get a hold of too. Like even now, just after the Kickstarter has delivered to people, prices are starting to skyrocket. I mean, $300-$400 you're looking at on eBay to try to get a hold of a copy of it. Good news though is that there is a company Crafty Games here in the U.S. is going to be publishing it. So you'll be able to get a copy of this hopefully later this year. I believe that's what uchibacoya has said. Yeah. So if they can get those games on board, man, this AQUA Garden. They're also working on 2 other games in the Garden series, Dino Garden and something else. I don't know what the other one is. But they're also updating AQUA Garden with, I don't want to call it a 2.0, but like a 1.5, where it's going to have a new artwork to coincide with the other 2 garden games. It's supposed to be a trilogy of garden games that all have the artwork. Yeah, no, I think the artwork great. I like the minimalist design. Even this, there's a minimalist design to the whole thing, right? Yep. Like look at this board. It's big. It's got a big footprint.
It's not busy, man.
But it's not busy. It is very readable, very understandable to me. So it's great.
What I like about this designer is that AQUA Garden homage to Heaven and Ale, but it's not Heaven and Ale.
it does not
Never
feel like
played
an
it, so I
ale.
don't.
This is an homage to the Trajan mancala
Uh-huh.
mechanic, but doesn't feel like Trajan.
No,
You
different
you
game.
can own both games and
Sure.
still enjoy them.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just he's like, oh, I like this part of Trajan.
Right.
Let me see what I can do with it.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's it's definitely point salad like Trajan is, but
Yeah, there's a lot of places to get points from for sure.
all right. Well, that is OSTIA. Thank you for teaching, man. Great teach. I mean, I as you can see, I
Yeah,
felt like I understood
clearly.
the game right away. So
Yeah.
I kind of knew what I wanted to do. I did mess up. I really wanted to go for that one, and I just forgot.
Yeah,
But I also knew I really wanted to try to get these guys here. This was just a bonus. I just happened to be going that way.
I was going to be building. I was going to attempt to build there, but I really wanted to do this one because I had the money. I was about to convert. I was about to get me 3 steps on this track with 1, 2, 3. That would have put me here. If I could have snaked out one more, built one more, and gone up 2 more, I'd have had these
this
instead.
part is just so much fun where you're just
I love this. Like
deciding where you're
dropping them.
adding and dropping them in and making them better. Oh,
Yep.
it's just so good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
Yep.
really good.
Oh, that's great.
Great game.
All right. Well, that is it for OSTIA. Until next time.
Laissez le bon temps.
Or until Sobo.
Or until Sobo. Yeah. We'll be at Sobo.
Laissez le bon temps roulette.